Venezuela's oil will be sold at its market price and that money will be controlled by me, Trump. Okay now. The announcement that between 30 and 50 million barrels of Venezuela oil will be moved to the United States and sold at market price was made by President Donald Trump of the United States of America. When did he announce this? Because I don't think I've seen anything like this. This move caused additional reductions in the prices of crude oil and around the world on Wednesday. According to a story that was published by Punch on Wednesday, January 7, 2026, the occurrence occurred around the same time as energy markets were experiencing increased volatility as a result of recent political events in Venezuela. According to statements made by President Trump, the interim authorities in Venezuela will be turning over between 30 and 50 million barrels of high-quality sanctioned oil to the United States of America. As President of the United States of America, I will have control over the money that is generated from the sale of this oil at the market price, and I will make certain that it is spent in a manner that is beneficial to the people of Venezuela as well as the people of the United States. I like that it's going to be beneficial to the people of Venezuela, but the United States as well. Well, I don't know. After the United States government seized Nicolas Maduro, the leader of Venezuela, and said that it will oversee the governance of the country, while also demanding unlimited access to its oil resources, the price of oil has witnessed significant fluctuations. Wow. Both of the major crude benchmarks continued their downward trend after Trump's most recent announcement, which was a continuation of the drops that were recorded in the previous trading session. The immediate risk of production disruptions caused by restricted storage capacity in the South American nation was decreased, according to market analysts, as a result of the anticipated transfer of oil from Venezuela. Concerns about short-term supply were alleviated as a result of the action, but forecasts of lower oil prices were strengthened, particularly given that the global market continues to be amply supplied. However, despite the fact that Venezuela possesses about one-fifth of the world's proven oil reserves, the country's production capability continues to be constrained by structural constraints. Despite the country's huge reserves, it is anticipated that any quick growth in output will be slowed down by years of underinvestment, aging infrastructure, low oil prices, and continued political turmoil. The performance of equity markets was inconsistent as investors attempted to strike a balance between the ongoing events in the oil industry and the robust beginning of the year for global stocks. Major indices in a number of regions have already reached record high, primarily as a result of persistent enthusiasm for investment related to artificial intelligence and trust in the resiliency of the economy. Gains were registered in South Korea, China, and certain regions of Southeast Asia, while losses were recorded in Japan, Hong Kong, and India. The Asian markets were divided. Following China's implementation of more stringent export limits on commodities that could potentially be used in military applications, Japanese stocks experienced a fall. Equity markets in both Europe and the United States have, for the most part, maintained their upward momentum. Okay, let's see how it goes. Let's see if it actually controls the oil and it actually benefits the people of Venezuela. If we can do that, then, and we can see the changes in Venezuela, we'll definitely be begging Trump that, please, come and take over our oil reserves in Nigeria as well. At least the people of the country will benefit from it. At least we will know that, yes, this thing is our own and we are actually benefiting from it. It's okay. Calvin Walker says, if Trump control and sell Caracas oil, UA must vanish and that oil never be at international markets. Why? Why? John Barrow says, God bless you, Trump. Continue with your good work. At Intime Maloko says, he's left with 6 days before he meets his creator. Watch this space. Start counting from today. Who are you? A seer, a prophet. At Jonathan God says, Trump, I now understand your actions on Venezuela president. It's all about their oil. I will wish you all the best in achieving that, but remember, Venezuelans aren't stupid. Okay now. At AB Kame say US and oil. Isaac says, don't insult each other, just tell your point of views. If you abuse someone, it will get back to you. Okay now. At He says, no, to be candid, Trump has some personal drugs with those people rather than political in nature. I don't understand that. Session says, oh, Mr. Trump, this man mentioned this, sir. Which man? At Apostle said, leave Venezuela oil and president alone. President Trump, those people are suffering. Allow them to get peace, I beg. Superman, I beg. They are suffering from their presidents now. Is it not their president that is making them suffer? It is well. Musa says it's well. Any person who did even an atom of wrong, whether openly, secretly, hypocritically, silently, in any form, then or thought, the right thing is for right-thinking people to accept that he or she did wrong. Thus, my advice, we should all be matured and thus we should maintain good and honest acts indoors and outdoors. Thus. Are we in the Bible? Son of Success says we need the same in Nigeria. If the oil is actually going to benefit his people, the people of Venezuela, I mean, I don't think it's really a bad idea. I don't know. But except he's greedy with it and takes a whole lot and gives Venezuela little. Maybe. I don't know. Solomon Peter said, most times I wonder what is wrong with the leadership of third world countries, most especially Africa, and notably Nigeria. I do not like the style of Trump, but one thing I know for sure is that if Trump takes charge of Venezuela for just 2 years, the masses will be begging him not to stop. I'm telling you, that's what I really feel, that the people of Venezuela is really going to enjoy the fact that he took over their oil and it's going to benefit them. The president of Venezuela is suffering them, obviously. Should we have oil in Nigeria? Are we enjoying it? Do we have a job? Are we collecting probably all these monthly allowances or whatever that will actually benefit the country? If he's going to do it and it's actually going to benefit them in Venezuela, why not? It's better. It's better than having nothing at all. Even if he steals half of their resources, same thing applies to Nigeria. Regrettably, I must say Africa is due for recolonization because of unending bad rulers. Exactly, we have bad leaders and they do not care. So if this one is going to do something and it's to actually benefit the country, the people of the country, it's better. Torah says, God, are you seeing this man? Is he really not greedy enough to leave this world? Why would he leave the world? Now, for now. Chinedu says, a welcome development. Bless you, Mr. Donald Trump. Agidi Michael says, the world president is taking. The other powerful nations like China and Russia are not countering this man. That's dangerous for the world. Moazu says, Donald Trump, welcome to Nigeria. See, Nigerians are even begging him to come and do the same thing, as long as they are going to be beneficiaries of this thing. It says, rather than discussing the issue at hand, Nigerians will begin to abuse and attack each other on the thread, and they are already doing that. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.